We're here in Namibia, currently testing the new Dice SLS. We're doing quite some changes and the results are pretty promising, I have to say.
We have a great testing team together with Hadlow Marian Hund. We are quite experienced in getting the best compromise. Dice is one of our most sold kites, and the SLS, I think it's kind of the cherry on the cake.
This year, with all the crazy things going on in the world, we also had some restrictions in Cape Town which didn't allow us to really go to the beach and do what we needed to do, so we had to find a solution. And one of the options, was to come to the neighbouring country, Namibia.
We had a long drive from Windhoek down to Lüderitz and just arrived at the spot with the perfect conditions. We had 4 hours of testing, it was absolutely fantastic.
It's crazy how the development of the kites has progressed. Like back in the days, it was not that crucial with 5mm more or less, but now with the stiffer material, especially with the SLS, it's like every millimeter counts.
That's a 10-meter. Here we are on the fast setting. The SLS features a new material for the entire inflatable part of the kite, and this material is much stiffer. The way the kite acts in the air is really different to the normal dark run, so we have to readjust and redesign the entire kite shape to the specific characteristics of the material. The Dice SLS is the sportive version of the Dice. I have been into the kite industry since 2000. And we always have been working with a set of standard dark run materials which have been used by the entire industry. We are now on a stage where I always hope to be, and we have the chance to create something which is absolutely outstanding.
The testing is so important because this is what drives the technology forward, the kites forward, and the performance level. We're trying to set the benchmark with DUOTONE to have some of the best kites out there.
These kites are so performant, they are all built around structural stability. The models I'm doing, which is the Evo, the Dice, the Vegas and the Juice, are not specifically developed for wave riding. Therefore, we have different conditions. We will move to the seaside and also check the drifting ability of the kite, which is a huge important flight characteristic. So we definitely have to focus on that. We have to check the wind conditions, so the forecast is essential for the planning. We also have various models, which makes it easier because then you don't have any downtimes. Today we will focus on the small and medium sizes, and in the other days we are going for the bigger sizes.
The overall impression is what counts. So the moment I launch the kite, I really have a feeling what the kite is like, and then I try to get more into details.
With testing, you have a certain few tricks or a bit of a routine that you go through with every kite. It's not too extreme, just to have a reference and a benchmark against each one.
The progress of getting a kite into production is quite complex. On one side we have the prototypes where we try to ensure that the flight properties are correct. The other is the durability tests. We have to have a wide set of kites which are going to schools mainly, and they are treated really heavily, really bad, to see on which particular points the kite's starting to wear out. Good, then we have to try this one today.
We can definitely feel every little change, and that's why we're currently measuring all the bridles, and yeah, every millimeter count. We had a day of 50 knots, which was absolutely crazy. It was definitely the maximum power we can handle, and was quite impressive to feel the power of Mother Nature.
Namibia has been a real great success.
It was some pretty intense days, I have to say, but also a lot of fun on the water. We got some proper test results, and we definitely know what the next steps are.
If you have been into kitesurfing for a couple of years and you have the feeling that there's the need to progress, then the SLS is absolutely the perfect range for you, regardless if it's the new, the Evo, or the upcoming dice.
Yeah, the new SLS dice will definitely be the classic dice that everyone knows, but in a super sportive direction. Any little movement on the bar is turning the kite, you really feel connected to it.
It's a big thing, getting the whole team coming from all over the world, and I can't wait to show you the result of our testing trip.
We really try to push the boundaries of what we are doing in all single aspects. I personally 100% believe that is one of the key elements why we are market leader these days.